you gonna get it, then go get the daily grind. This is where the hustle never stops. The daily grind. Focus, watch me make it out of nothing. The daily grind. Keep pursuing, rise with me to the top. The daily grind.
Wake up.
It's the Daily Grind.
The Daily Grind.
With SP and Legacy Jones.
What's up, everyone? It's Rob Sproul, a.k.a. SP.
You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Marcus McLeod, a.k.a. Legacy Jones.
And this is The Daily Grind Show, the premiere of The Daily Grind Show. Our first guest hails from Shelton, Washington. He's relocated his shop over to the west side of Olympia. Been cutting hair for now 4 years. The shop is called the Cut Barbershop. Make some noise for Casey Magee.
Appreciate it.
No doubt. Casey, I've known you for about 10 years. You've been cutting hair, and let the people know what made you get into that field.
Started off like high school. I just was really into like lining up my chin strap and getting it as clean as I possibly could. And then I kind of just started to wonder if I could cut hair. And so friends would let me cut hair. I'd probably give messed up haircuts all the time.
Nice.
And then anyways, so I was like 21. I really got into like cutting hair and figuring out, doing research and figuring out who was the good barbers, like who was cutting celebrities and researching those guys, and found out that a lot of them have instructional DVDs or YouTube videos or anything like that, that I could learn from. So I hopped on there and I bought a DVD from this guy named Patino. He's well known in the barber industry. Legs probably knows about him. And so that's really how I started to learn about like dynamic blending and just higher level haircuts, and fades and stuff like that. And started cutting friends, and my clientele just started to grow. And then from there, I cut a friend, Josh Johnson. He's the owner of the Shelton Athletic Club. Mm-hmm. And it was his idea for me to really he just asked me if I ever thought about cutting hair for a career. Right. And I said yeah, and he said, well, we have extra space in our gym here. If you go to school, get licensed, you can come here and open up a shop. So that's what I did. I went to Bates Technical College in Tacoma, got my license, and then opened up a shop right away. And then here we are 4 years later.
Nice.
Dope. So I got a quick question. What made you want to, you didn't want to cut under anybody at first, or you just wanted to go straight into it?
See, I didn't really know, and now that I've done it, I wouldn't advise somebody to just open up a shop right out of school, because it is a grind and it takes a lot of sacrifice, and so I wouldn't advise that. But it ended up working out for me. I had a clientele somewhat established already, and so I thought I'd be able to just open up shop and take off, and that's not how it was. Like the first probably 8 months of business, I was like, I don't know if this is gonna work. Yeah.
We all
have to do something else. So I just had a kid, so I was like, I gotta make money. But it ended up working out, and
Definitely, I feel you on that.
No doubt. Like for me, I've known you for like 10 years, and that's with this, with cutting hair as well as just personal as a friend, and knowing that you're well known because you played sports in high school and you know a lot of people from the Shelton area. So you're kind of established out there. What made you want to make that transition from Shelton to Olympia as far as opening up a shop this way now?
Just opportunity, really. I was wanting to grow my business. My clientele was big enough to where I was busy every day. Right. And so the next step is to bring other barbers in and get them busy to grow your business in this industry. And that just wasn't happening for me in Shelton. I just don't think the clientele was there, and barbers weren't really looking to come out to Shelton to do the type of haircuts that I do, or that I want my shop to offer. And so I live in Tumwater, and so it just made sense for me to move to Olympia and try to, chase that dream and pursue that opportunity that Olympia provides.
Word. Now, speaking of the cuts that you do, what are your specialities? Like, what's your favorite go-to cut that people want to come to Casey to get?
Bald fade.
Bald fade?
Yeah, it stands out the most, Everybody can see what a good blend looks like. And
from the transition from the dark to the light.
Yeah, and if you can do a bald fade and cutting men's hair, you can pretty much do anything, aside from shear work. But as far as clipper work,
that's a whole nother piece. Messing with them shears ain't no joke, boy. I'm trying to tell you, and them jokers are expensive. Expensive as a mug.
One thing that I noticed, especially like in the area, there's like different pricing when it comes to people getting haircuts. I've seen haircuts from as low as like $6 a cut, where you're just going in there getting the same cut as everybody else.
Yeah.
I call it the Sims cut, where everybody just come in there, just give me that number one, and it's just a done deal. Like, how do you come up with pricing when it comes to you know?
For me, start off is just like knowing your worth. You know what I mean? You know what you should be able to charge clients based on the time it takes you and the product that you're providing and delivering. Also the area that you're in. You know, I did my research and see what other shops are charging and kind of try to stay around there. But yeah, you know, just whatever your ability is and what you can deliver to clients, and that's kind of how I base my pricing.
Yeah, because pricing plays a big part into it, man. Because literally, because that's why I was looking on your Instagram the other day when we were talking about that. Because I saw the laser mask we were talking about, and like that's the big thing that people are doing nowadays is the black mask treatments, adding extra services to be able to raise your prices. Yeah,
no, there's crazy services. They do the black mask, they do like the Beijing and all that stuff, and that's all extra stuff. I've seen teeth whitening in barbershops. Yeah, that's all extra stuff that you can.
I've never seen.
I was just at a shop yesterday. Ruben Cortez, I had his shop up in Kent, and he has teeth whitening, and that's a cool service. And if people are gonna use it, you know, you might as well offer it.
No, I definitely get that. You had mentioned something earlier about like when you first started as a barber, you had just had, you know, I know personally you just had your daughter at the time. How does that affect you as far as knowing that this is a commission-based job and
just motivation? You know? Yeah, it's like,
no doubt.
I have to go get it. You know, I don't got nobody else gonna do it for me. So.
Right.
Very much so.
Right. Very risky.
Yeah, like that's a risky business, even because it's not necessarily even with barbering. It's everything when it like with those fields like estheticians, cosmetologists, tattoo artists. Everybody knows that you're going into this game simply getting paid off of the amount of people you bring through the door. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's a hard pill to swallow at times.
No, that's a big risk, and it's scary at times, and it don't work out for everybody. But it's great not having a boss so much, but a lot more responsibility, you know. And I wouldn't trade it. I'd never go back.
Right. Yeah, because you know those moments where you can take 1,000,001 lunch breaks, but that money is still going to be coming in, and if you decide you're not going to be in there to take it, then you're just going to miss out on it.
Yeah, well, that's another thing in the barber industry. That's somewhat of a problem. Is it's a cool job, you know what I mean? People see what barbers do, and they're like, oh, this looks cool, this looks fun, which it is. And we sit in the shop and chop it up and talk sports and watch sports and do all that stuff, you know. But it's also, you got to be responsible. You got to show up every day to work and be available for clients and you know, provide the service. Be consistent, really, and be available. That's the most important thing.
I know you're consistent. I know you're consistent because I've known you for a long time, and you know, I even sometimes get the button because I call and I'm like, hey, bro, I need a haircut. You can't be waiting no last minute on me trying to get some haircut because you know you got that demand.
I feel bad too because there are people like yourself.
Don't feel bad,
but it's like I want to get my friends in, but it is, and with business I can't just push other clients.
No, definitely, that's definitely.
And yeah, so
that's a good thing though,
for sure. Yeah. And I love being busy. That's the whole goal. And
have you ever had a situation to where you had somebody booked up, but then next thing you know they end up? My main question is, what do you do when you have a client that has an appointment but he's late, but then you got this cat that has money right here, right now? What do you do in that situation?
I'll usually give like a 15-minute grace period. If you're not there or close within 15 minutes, then it's on to the next client. I gotta reschedule you.
Yeah. Is there do you do like a rescheduling fee? Because I know some barbers, like if you miss out on a couple appointments, the next time you come in,
it's the money.
It's $10 on because you're messing up the business.
That's becoming more popular, and barbers are doing that. I don't do that right now, but I am considering it. Yeah. And I probably will get there eventually.
That's what's up.
But right now I do not.
Cause that's a cold piece. Cause now if you being late to this appointment, now you're messing up my next appointment. Cause I know some barbers that have that go by the 30-minute schedule, 30 minutes here, 30 minutes there, depending on what they're doing, whether it be a pompadour, whether it be a low fade, a mid fade, whatever it is. Some people take 20 minutes, but a good barber takes at least 20 to 25 minutes in the head. That's in my opinion.
Yeah.
Right.
haircuts usually take me 30 to 45 minutes, depending on what the cut is. You know what I mean? And sometimes I do get behind, and I try to be respectful of people's time as I hope they are of mine.
Great.
As far as appointments go, but it doesn't always go that way. Things happen, and try to make the best of it.
So speaking of that, when it comes to giving haircuts, how do you look at the situation when it's like, at what point do you feel in a day that you've accomplished enough cuts before somebody may not get the top of the line? Casey is the first person of the day.
Right.
I try
That's
to,
a good one.
Yeah, no, that's a good question. I mean, just towards the end of the day, I can feel myself like getting drained a little bit, you know. But I try to give everybody the same quality from cut one to the last cut of the day. But there's definitely, you know what I mean, at the end of the day, just like any job, you're like, I'm ready to go home. I'm ready to be done doing this, right? So
I don't want them, you know.
that's
not what I come for.
But yeah, I try to be consistent, like I said, and try to give everybody quality service every time. So
no doubt, that's what's up.
Because people don't want to go to those shops where you go in, let me get the number 7 on the board, and the next thing you know, you're done in 15 minutes, you're done in 10 minutes.
Because especially regular clients, they'll know, you know what I mean? They'll come in, they'll be like, well, this haircut took 35 minutes. Why does this one take 20 minutes? Like, he's rushing my haircut. He's not giving me the same service, and that's never a good thing. You want to, client retention is huge.
Yeah, because in the same situation, because when I've like as you know, I also cut too. You came to my barber school when I was in school, you know what I mean? Helped mentor me through some things, and I definitely appreciate that down the long run.
Sure.
But then when you also look at it, like, you have certain cats that'll be like, oh yeah, you're taking your time's moving up on the cut, but at the same time, it's also, I'm learning new techniques. I'm learning different transitions to be able to blend from this way to that way. Using clipper over comb is a lot, like, you know what I mean? So it's not just, some people aren't able to, some people take like the most time of it, and then because they're going from clip to clip to clip to clip, but then as soon as you learn a new technique and you're able to just go straight to the clipper over comb, it definitely plays a big,
definitely knocks time off of your haircut time, and that does help. It's huge.
Definitely. So when it comes down to like big customer service things, what are some little small things that you do to make customers really want to come back and keep coming to the cut?
I just want people to feel welcome. You know, every time they come in, I try to greet a customer. You know, offer them waters or whatever we have to offer in the shop.
Red vines.
Always
We're
got
not
red
going
vines.
to the red vines.
I'll come for the red vines.
That's my pops, man. He's the red vine provider of the shop. He always has been. So
no
that's
doubt.
kind of cool. But yeah, I just try to, you know, talk with them, make them feel comfortable, see what's going on in their lives, and just build a relationship with my clients. You know, they want to come back. It's more of a friendship than it is just a business venture. You know.
Give us an awkward moment.
Awkward moment.
You got one.
I can't even think of an awkward moment off top.
Everybody isn't friendly and don't come with that same conversation.
No,
Like, for
they
real.
don't.
There's got to be somebody that was either breathing too hard in your face, and you just like, damn, bro.
Oh no, that happens. That definitely happens. Like there's clients that like, it'd be better off if you just didn't talk right now. You know, just let me do my job and you just sit there and get your hair cut. But
Right.
Got some cats that want to just talk about everything. Me personally, when I'm cutting, I don't do the politics talk. I don't do religion. Like, you know what I mean? And there's just certain topics that I steer away from.
Yeah, and that we learned that in barber school.
Yeah.
Mr. Olson, my instructor, he always said, like, don't talk about politics or religion in the barbershop, because those are two topics that people feel very strongly about, and you're not going to sway them, you know what I mean, away from what they believe already.
You might lose a customer.
Yeah, and you can definitely lose customers, or
you
somebody sitting in there and they can hear you talking about it and not like what they're hearing, that they never come back.
You
know?
definitely don't want to yell at the person with the clippers in their hand. That's all I'm saying.
I will say your barber is a powerful man.
Yeah, don't talk greasy to me, boy. I can have you looking foolish for a good
Nobody
couple.
want to walk out with the LeBron.
Like, for real.
No, I definitely feel that.
How do you feel about the new barbers that get into somebody's shop and don't bring clientele with them? They're just sitting there in that first chair. We all know about the first chair. Don't go to the first chair. That person sitting in the first chair waiting for like somebody stragglers to come in. Because if it's my shop, then automatically if somebody walks in, they're obviously there to see me. You know what I mean? They're not gonna, like, unless they're really on like a numbers crunch. They're like, they got to be somewhere in like 15 minutes. Like, yo, what can you do for me? Like, you know what I mean? Nobody's really trustworthy. It's your head, man. You can put hair on, but
That's why for me I just stick with the same person normally.
Consistent.
Just being consistent.
And that's really common in barbering, is for customers to be loyal to one barber. You know, they're not gonna most people don't just jump chairs or hop chairs.
Yeah.
But as far as a new barber coming into a shop and with not a lot of clientele, that's pretty common, honestly.
Oh, wow.
And so most shops will offer walk-ins. Like I offer walk-ins. I didn't at my last shop because it was just me. I was the only barber.
Right.
But now this shop, I'm bringing in other barbers and trying to build their clientele for them, or help them build their clientele. So you have to offer walk-ins because they don't have that clientele already established.
Now, are you down? Are you willing to pass people off? Like if somebody's coming in for you and you have a brand new barber, but you know he's dope, like, hey man, I know you're probably here for me, but you can check my guy out over here.
No, absolutely. I don't own any clients that I have. You know what I mean?
Very valid
So
point.
I feel like everybody needs a haircut.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna let this person cut your hair, that's great. You know, and I want the other barbers in my shop to grow their clientele as much as they can. If that means some of my clients go to them, then so be it. You know what I mean? There's plenty of people out there, and I'm gonna get new clients. I continually get new clients every day. So
who's the biggest person you've ever cut?
Biggest person, name-wise?
Yeah.
Probably Casey.
Oh, dope.
Probably,
I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Yeah. They put that together, you know? That was dope. That's great. What did he want? How did he want it cut?
He's got a mid-bald fade.
Mid-bald?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dope.
And I can't even lie, I was a little bit nervous at first too. I was walking in and I started cutting his hair. I was a little shaky. It took me like an hour to cut his hair. I was like, man, it's taking forever. He's got to get to the show, you know?
Yeah, right. Trust me. I know that. I haven't had like a famous person or anything to that nature, but I know that feeling when you like, man, first time you cutting this cat, you're like, yo, I know he said he got to be somewhere in like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm rolling on 30 minutes and I still got to finish blending this.
Yeah.
Line up.
Oh,
yeah.
Pressure.
That pressure
I don't
is
like
on.
being rushed, but it happens daily.
Yeah, because I've definitely
Part of
had
it.
that sweat moment where I'm sitting here cutting. The next thing you know, I just start feeling that. Okay,
Oh yeah.
This is taking a little
That's
long.
always happening. Yeah.
Yeesh.
Talk that talk,
with Marcus McLeod.
aka Legacy Jones.
So this is the segment of the show where we should switch things up, put a little bit more pressure on. How you feel
Oh,
about
okay.
that?
So we
Lex?
doing that?
Yeah.
All right.
I
Well,
definitely think we should slide into that one.
all right. Well, this is our Talk That Talk segment where I'm going to be asking you any question that I feel I want answered, and there's no way to not answer it.
Okay.
So I'm just letting you know. Have you ever? All right. First off, have you ever had a what the fuck moment? One of those that just like a dude looked at his haircut and was like, bro, like what is this? Like what's going on? Like this isn't what I wanted. It was messed up. The line was crooked. Like anything.
Some sort of.
Not so much that. I had one situation where a client came in and he wanted this feather design in his hair. And I told him from jump, I was like, that is beyond my artistic ability. I cannot do that for you. And he's like, I think you can. I want you to try it. I'm like, bro, you do not want me to try this. Like, if this is gonna take a minute to go out, you know, if it don't turn out and I don't feel confident doing it. And I'll tell people, and all barbers should do this.
Same here.
If you don't feel comfortable doing it, don't do it.
Yeah.
Because it's not gonna end well.
Dope.
And it didn't end well.
I mean, speaking of stuff like that, I didn't feel comfortable with you giving me that Seahawk in my hair.
that was just a lost bet though. That's what that
It was about me being comfortable.
was. Yeah. Well, that one didn't turn out. My Seahawks are much better now. I put a picture of that.
I
That'd be all
bet he
bad.
drew they had chalk on.
Yeah. I had to make it stand out.
I had to go to work the next day. People were just like, "Hey, bro, look at his hair. Hey, bro, where'd you get your hair cut?" I'm like, "Man, I am not even a fan."
Stop
of the
talking to me
team.
about these Seahawks.
No, but yeah. So I ended up doing the feather, and he did not like it, and I did not like it, and I knew I couldn't do it.
Right.
But then he went on like social media and started bashing me and all that. And
What?
yeah.
Oh, cold piece.
But he blocked me, so I couldn't see it. My little sister ended up showing me, like, look what he's saying, you know?
Oh, that's the
I was like, oh, that's crazy.
worst.
A couple months later, he hit me up, wanted a haircut, probably 6 months. Like, I don't go to this barber. He was one of those dudes that you kind of hop chairs, you know?
Nah.
And so he ended up coming back and, like,
So you did cut him.
I ended up cutting his hair again, yeah. But I did talk to him about it. I was like, hey, man, like, I told you.
You would have got the clipper to the neck messing
Yeah, I was like, I told you.
Before
like,
you sit down.
I can't. That's beyond my ability, so
Right.
I don't know. And he apologized, so it's cool.
Yeah, as he should. Okay.
Yeah. For what I do, it's an art form, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like I'm passionate about what I do and I love it, and I want every head, even the same, when I cut the same head, every time that I cut it, it's a new canvas for me, you know what I mean? And I get to create something that I see a vision in my head how I want it to turn out, and I get to make it be that. And those other shops, they want to it's all about numbers. We're just trying to turn them as many as we can, get people in and out of the chair as many as we can. And that's where you get messed up haircuts. And that's the difference in the two types of shops.
Yo, I definitely understand. I've rushed myself and sat down in that seat, being pressured, waiting to the last minute, and put myself in that situation. And it's definitely uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like, please just fade. Don't touch the top. Just fade. I know you know how to do that.
Yeah.
But trying to close out my segment, man, give us a reason why your shop is better than the competition. Why should people come to the Cut?
I don't know if my shop is better, but
I said better.
I know that I can offer.
I said better.
Yeah, I see what you're doing.
I know you did.
I just try to offer the best customer service I can and be consistent. Like I said, you know what I mean? I'm gonna give you a quality haircut every single time that you come in the shop, and I'm gonna talk to you. And like I said, I'm gonna learn about your life and the person that you are, and things that you're interested in, and build a relationship with you. You know, so it's more than just a haircut.
It's 20% haircut and 80% psychology, man.
Yeah.
And then I see you got the new little basketball thing in the corner.
I did.
I get the hoop on that today.
I'm gonna stop through.
I'm a
just,
huge sports fan, so it's always sports on the TV, and I got the little arcade style hoop shoot.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna end that segment with this. Go ahead and tell the people where your shop's located.
The Cut Barbershop is in West Olympia. It's at 226 Division Street Northwest, Olympia, Washington 98502. Come through Monday through Saturday. We're open.
Check out the links that'll be added where you can go to Casey's shop, set an appointment, or just follow him online. Check out some of his work prior to coming in, seeing what he has to offer. And, you know, it's your boy Rob Sproul.
You know, Marcus McLeod.
Casey Magee.
Cut Barbershop. Appreciate you coming
Yes, sir,
out.
man. Definitely.
Rocking with us, man. Definitely.
Have you heard?
Have you heard?
Have you heard?
That's right. What would a show be without entertainment talk? Keeping you updated with all the latest news and gossip happening with some of your favorite celebrities.
This week in the world of entertainment
And music.
So Cardi B recently performed on Saturday Night Live her new single, Be Careful, off of her debut album, Invasion of Privacy, which debuted #1 on the Billboards and certified gold the first week. She has something to share with the world. She's pregnant.
Yeesh.
Yo, Legacy, talk to me, man.
Man, I just look at it like it was a big reveal, first off, because the way they panned it out, they went straight from the head, and then bam. It's just, I think it came at I don't want to say it came at a non-opportune time, because she's buzzing right now. She's moving and grooving. You got a brand new album coming out, and now all of a sudden you're gonna be put like on hold for a good little while. Like, you know what I mean? Because don't nobody want to have a baby, and then next thing you know, you're going straight to, all right, got to get back to the bag, got to get back to
She's
work.
already talking about she's gonna stay active as far as this goes during the pregnancy, as she has been.
Yeah, because if I'm not mistaken, if that's the case, because she's kind of big right now.
She is definitely big.
Like,
I mean, the way she had that ruffled up little dress thing.
Because if you look at it, if she's that big, then that means when she performed with Bruno Mars,
right,
she was jumping around on stage, pregnant as hell. So it's one of those situations.
I feel like the timing was off right now.
Yeah.
Like, personally, I just feel like the timing was off. This is like at the height of her career. She decides to get pregnant, which is her choice. She says
by all
because
means.
she's young. And she's 24, 25 years old.
Okay.
Still new to the game and just ready to share, you know, her talents with the world. But I just feel like that window of opportunity could close.
Yeah, because nowadays in this generation of music, one thing can be hot this day, the next thing it can be gone. But I don't feel like Cardi B's going anywhere. Like, in my opinion, because if you notice, Nicki had a long wave, a long run.
Oh, Nicki.
Yeah.
Nicki just happened to drop that Chun-Li song.
Yeesh. Hey man, I heard it, you know, but this is why I respect Cardi, because Cardi B's album, what is it, Invasion of Privacy.
Yep.
I feel like that, because I listened to it from top to bottom, not one sub. Not one. Like, she's not throwing any shots. She's in her bag. She's getting to the money. She's not worried about what Nicki's talking about or anybody for that matter.
In my opinion, Nicki should still be focused on Remy after the way Remy
that's
came
what
for
I'm
her
saying.
neck, and she got time to play with somebody
That's what
that's the
I'm
creme de la creme now. You need to focus on somebody that already affected you
Yeah.
and you didn't address.
Yeah, cause like that's the you can't backpedal out of that one.
Yeah,
you need to
like
stop worrying about this person over here that's making major moves, and worry about this person over here who's like, meh. Cause Remy, don't get it twisted. Remy's still that.
Remy is that,
you know what I mean. But you can't. She's tiptoeing right now.
But look, I'll give Nicki this. Nicki's the queen, and I definitely respect where Nicki's at, and we got to look at bodies of work.
Yeah.
This is Cardi's first piece, but Nicki's probably starting to feel that pressure, just like Little Kim did.
Very valid point.
Now the roles are starting to reverse a little bit.
Very
you know
valid
what I mean?
point, because you can't expect to be on top forever.
Definitely.
Like, you know what I mean? Because I guarantee you, the Jay-Z's, the Nas's, they knew eventually something was gonna come along that was gonna overshadow them, and now you have the Kendricks, you have the J. Cole's, you have the Drakes. But you know what I mean, though. You get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, eventually, Nicki was gonna have to pass that torch. She just didn't think that it would be so soon. But she's had a long run.
I mean, the women's game when it comes to hip hop is a small window anyways, because when they do have an opportunity of shining, it's very few that even get that big stage, that big platform, like, you know, your Nicki's or your Cardi B's or your Iggy's.
That fizzled out super quick, but enough of that. But you did some research. You were telling me you did some research. What are the album numbers looking like, bro? What are we talking about?
They said she went gold, and we know what gold is in a week. That's 500,000.
Now, is that gas or is that because of Bodak Yellow? Let's keep it all the way above.
I think because she is who she is and her genuineness of being who she is as a person, she's garnered a lot of attention from the likes of like Oprah Winfrey.
Yeah.
Even paying attention to her music, which
I
to
can't
me
stand when Cardi B opens her mouth, but you know, that's just me. When she rap her, like, she got a record on her album called I Like It.
Right.
Flame. Rings is flame. Like, I like records in the middle of the album. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a fan of Bartier Cardi. I'm not a fan of it.
Right.
Bodak Yellow, everybody knows that was a wave, like, and that was a mega wave, you know, where she ended up going having that went -- on the billboards.
Yeah.
And so that's a big number. But I like the records in the midst of the album. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what is it called? Go to 10, Drip. I'm not a fan of those two songs, but like later on in the album, especially that record she got with SZA.
But it's the microwave era when it comes to music anyways, just because at the end of the day, once you're gone, we wondering when you're going to get that opportunity again.
Yeah,
but
very much so.
It is what it is. Like I said, I'm a fan of the music, so we're going to see what happens even after the baby.
Yeah, definitely leave a comment in the leave something in the comment section letting us know how you feel about the baby, the album, whatever the case may be. We definitely want to know. We want to hear it. This movie is failing to cease to amaze me. Black Panther has reached number 3 on the top grossing films of all time, only falling behind Star Wars, The Force Awakens, and The Avatar. Now, we all know that this movie was like $200 million, budget of $200 million, and it's already hit the $1 billion mark. Man, billions? Billions.
Yeah, and that's what we're talking about across the country.
That's
the world.
That's steep, bro.
Yeah.
That's a major look. Cause if you look at, cause you saw the movie, right?
Yeah, I waited 2 weeks to, I wanted some of the hoopla to kind of die down.
I was in there. You know, I'm a Marvel fan. I was in there the day of. I was in there with my dashiki on and everything, killing it.
You told me about that.
It was great, man. It was a great experience. Like, me and my lady went and we saw a bunch of different people with the actual wear on, and it was cool. Like, you'll walk in and you'll see it, you're like, oh, my people, and I'm like, that's dope. It was just a dope movie. And then the whole movie itself wasn't just a movie, it was an experience, in my opinion.
No, it was definitely that. That's something I definitely grasped too as well. I'm not really into those type of flicks when it comes to Marvel or any of the other type of movies that come under that fold. But, I decided to go see what all the talk was about and got kind of excited when I did go.
It definitely didn't cease to amaze. And then on top of that, it just beat out the Titanic.
Yeah, that's
the
huge.
Titanic, bro.
That's definitely huge.
Like, you know how I was young when the Titanic came out. I went and saw it with my mom and sister. Don't get me wrong, I fell asleep in there. Except when he was drawing her. You know what I mean? That's when you had to cover your eyes. And he was like, all right. But yeah, man, like it's crazy. Like, and then they already got the Infinity War coming up. Like, cause everything plays a piece in plays a big piece in that whole scheme of Marvel that they got, man. Cause they got a lot going on, and trust me, the next movie will be even bigger. I feel like that's not gonna be a phase. I feel like this movie's trying to go for it's trying to go for Star Wars.
So will there be
man.
a part 2?
Oh yeah, bro, billions. There's probably a part 4.
It's just when you set a bar so high to play around with trying to have a part 2 to something, it's a lot of pressure.
But at the same time, look at the number 1 on that list of Star Wars.
True.
The Star Wars franchise keeps on, like, cause granted, nobody really likes what's the 1 through 3. Like
I'm not even a Star Wars fan. So
yeah, cause the order of it was so out of whack. They went, I think it was 4, 5, 6, then 1, 2, 3, and now they're at like 7, 8, or something to that nature. But yeah, it's crazy, bro. Their timeline is nuts.
If you haven't checked the film, definitely take the time to do so. You know, I give it a thumbs up.
Definitely, I give it 2. It's the business, man. You know I gotta be extra.
Make sure you leave a comment below, letting us know how you feel about Black Panther and its success.
200 million.
Billions. Tekashi 6ix9ine. Is he the hottest artist out right now?
No.
He's been beefing with everybody from The Game, YG, you name it. Everybody under the sun, all over this checking in. How you feel about the checking in portion?
Man, when it comes to, cause I've watched a couple different things, and when it comes to checking in artists, like, cause people, the person saying people have to check in and the artists usually have 2 different, like, thought process on the whole checking in, cause half of these cats, the artist automatically assumes that the people saying, oh, yo, you gotta check in, they want a bag. Right. And that's 9 times out of 10, half the time that is what it is.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? But I feel like when it comes down to like the gangs, like the gang, like the Crips, the Bloods, whatever gang it is, whatever city it is, them saying, hey, yeah, you gotta check in, yada, yada, this, they want it back. But when it comes to certain cats, like, cause you have cats that want like hospitality, you be like, oh man, if you come, holla at me, I got you, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel that a little bit, but I feel like it's more about, with him, it became more of a deal of like who he was and being so arrogant. I don't think that everybody that's into the music game is even going to areas. They probably have people that they rock with and somebody that's solid in that area to make sure while they're moving around that they're comfortable.
Yeah.
So I do get that standpoint. My issue, especially with a lot of the music nowadays, you know, Tekashi's been around for 6 months and he's caused a big buzz around his name. And
that is very true.
is it the music that's doing that or is it antics?
Now, don't get me wrong. A couple of his songs, like he got this joint called Billy, Gummo, Cuda, like, bro, the joints are hard. Like, they'll sit there, they'll have you in the whip just like, you know,
I agree,
going nuts.
I definitely agree.
But when it comes to like anything else, I feel like it's, I want to say 80-20. I feel like it's I'll even give it 60-40. I'll give it deep. 60 antics, 40 music. Like that's my feeling.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
60,
I mean when you're standing next to somebody like a DJ Academic who's considered one of the tastemakers of hip hop, whether you want to look at it that way or not, I mean when you go online, if you want to find out the latest about anything going on in the music game, he's usually somebody that has his finger on that pulse.
I just can't get with it, man. Like I feel what you're saying though, because definitely when you look at it, you got cats like him that are championing the Tekashis, the Trippie Reds. You know, you're putting a bunch of backing behind these cats, and
it's not even the backing portion. It's the, if he co-signs them, their wave is through the roof.
Why? That's my question to you. Why should it matter if this person who's at somebody's couch doing, you know,
because he's made his name so prevalent in the hip hop community by dictating what is hot, and people are going to him no different from when I was paying attention to music from that magnitude, being like the Source magazine is the Bible.
That is true. Okay.
Now you have tastemakers that dictate these lanes, and he's one of those guys that I feel has such a voice you don't have a choice but to pay attention, whether you want to or not.
I definitely get what you're saying, because at the end of the day, I respect it. You know what I mean? It's just not my cup of tea. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not, like, and this is no shade to DJ Academics. I just can't, as soon as I see a video and I'm like, oh, shit, this is some interesting news. And then next thing you know, I hear his voice and, hey, yo, check. Nope.
I can't help but to at least take a peek every now and again, just based on the header. I mean, sometimes it's clickbait.
That's what I mean. Like, I'll check the header out and then I'll click it, and then you know how it is. They'll see the video at the beginning,
right? And
then next thing you know, it goes to him talking about it. I'll look at the video or see what's going on, but as soon as he gets to talking, yeah, I'm good. Like, I'm good. Like, and that, like I said, that's no disrespect to the man. I just can't get with. Like, that's not my cup of tea whatsoever.
Nah, I get it.
And then you got Tekashi laying up in bed with Cat's baby moms and stuff. Like, man.
Like, for me, that was an antic, though. That was another one of those are the ploys that he's using to keep people's attention. Just because, like I said, it's the microwave era. People just pay attention to what's going on right now. And every day it just seems like there's something new going on with this guy. Anything from the baby mom situations to him having to check in, you know, him having beef with different cats, people wanting to know if he's really a gang member or not.
Possibly going to jail.
Like, yeah, possibly going to jail, dealing with different type of charges that he has.
And wondering if,
we definitely not gonna touch on that. But for those that are interested, leave a comment below. Let us know your thoughts. Tekashi 6ix9ine, is he the hottest out right now?
No.
You let us know.
Hey, man, but that's all that's about to be said on that guy.
The Smoker's Corner.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Mo. I'm here with our Smoker's Corner segment, and I brought
Jennifer. I'm with T Brothers as well.
Yeah, we're here to talk about some new products that are going to be coming out. Also highlight some new things that are going to be happening here in the community. So first thing I want to talk about is our shop. We're located at 5740 Roto Road Southeast, Suite C and Lacey. That's on the corner of Yelm Highway and Roto Road.
We're open every day, Monday through Sunday, 9 a.m. to 11 p.m.
And one thing that we focus on down at T Brothers is our knowledge. We definitely, any new customers that come in should feel very comfortable that any one of our bud tenders will make sure that you get the product that you're looking for. Jennifer, she's our product manager. She works very hard to make sure we get brand new products in all the time. So if you're looking for something new, come down to T Brothers and check us out. We probably have something you've never tried before.
We definitely have a lot of products to offer that, I mean, other stores do as well, but I feel like in particular, our store stands out as far as what Mo mentioned, our knowledge. One of the things that we actually have to offer exclusively in Lacey would be our sub-owned concentrates from Green Brothers Farms. This guy right here is a sub-owned distillate. It can go in your vape mod, and you don't have to do any additives with it, and it's very potent. I've tried it many a times, and I probably go through a gram a week, I would say. I don't smoke it every day, but for those that are on the go like myself, a little dab will do ya.
Yeah, definitely. Now, what's nice about this, if you've used the vaping cartridges that are out on the market right now, that's kind of the route that the cannabis industry went with, you'll know from experience that they tend to have little issues here and there with them. They don't work out of the package. Sometimes they burn out halfway through. What's nice about this sub-ohm stuff, you can use any vape mod. You just fill up the tank like you would normally with any e-juice, and you're good to go. I mean, you're on the fly. Anywhere, anytime, you can take a dab. And that's kind of the future, I think, of the cannabis industry, the way that we see it going. There's a lot of other products out there that are also really good, but we feel like this is something that is more reliable, definitely gets the job done a lot quicker. And what's nice is there's so many different flavor options that you can go with. We have one here like a strawberry banana flavor.
I got strawberry lemonade.
Yeah, we got a blue raspberry. And if the flavored stuff isn't for you, we got just regular strain specific stuff. So if you're looking for a nice sativa to keep you going throughout the day, that's definitely something we always have online. I know we have a sour diesel and a blue dream that would be really good for that. And then if you need a Northern Lights to help you relax maybe after the gym or you're unwinding after work, that would be very good as well.
One thing I want to point out as well too is, this is so discreet. People do not know that you are smoking a cannabis product when it's in a vape mod like this. And, for myself, I have a lot of family that they know what I do, but they don't personally want to see me doing it. At a family reunion, I can just go to the side, puff that, and nobody knows what I'm doing. It's so discreet.
There's no more taking trips to the store with your cousin, to go pick up some ice.
Coming back smelling like reefer.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So that's definitely something that I think is a benefit for it. Also, the ability, the price on it. So when you're looking at something like this, it's going to be average $32 a gram. If you've bought in the vape cartridges before, you know that it's $32 mostly for a half gram of some high quality stuff like this. So you're definitely saving a lot of money. And the fact is because they're not having to fill up a cartridge in order for you to use the product. You just fill up your own tanks, your own hardware, and that's another added bonus is you can pick the hardware you want to use. So it's kind of like picking out your own dab rig. You can go pick out your own vape pen, the one you like, the one you feel most comfortable with, and you can fill that one up instead of being stuck with having to buy the company's pen that they have to offer, and there's really no other options. So that's definitely one of the other benefits of the sub-ohm product. Yeah, it's just a really great product. We've been very happy with it. We've had a really good buzz in the store about it. We've had a lot of people seeing the benefits and converting over.
There's no return on this as well. I mean, it's the product itself, so any manufacturer, error, it's going to be with the actual vape mod itself and not the product. So it's not like you have to go and return this product. You might just have to get, a different battery or a tank, and you can fix your problem very easily.
Right. And for some people that might not know, this is made with a distillate. So what a distillate is they'll take usually a very low testing type of oil, and they'll process it through what's called a rotovape. And what that does is it separates all the different chemicals that are in the oil and leaves you with just the THC left. So you're getting something that's super high powered. So the added benefit is you're going to need a lot less of it. 1 or 2 puffs, you're in the clouds. And if you're not careful, I've seen it floor a couple people a few times. So
we've heard stories.
Yeah, exactly. So you can definitely shut yourself down for a few minutes. So if you do come in, our bud tenders will warn you. It is very potent. Take your time, figure out the product. But it's a lot of fun too. I mean, it's something different, and I think that's what people are constantly looking for, and definitely a great value.
And we have lots of other products to offer from Green Brothers Farms at our store. We have flour from them as well as regular distillate. So if you're someone that doesn't use the sub-ohm, if you are just a dabber, we've got some distillate that's strain specific and is about 91 to 98% typically. So it's really high THC counts.
Yeah, so that's definitely going to be for somebody who's a veteran smoker, you know what I mean? And there's a lot of good uses to it too. What's nice about the distillate is you can also eat it. Yep. So if you decided, hey, I want to use this as an edible,
cook with it.
You can cook with it.
So many things.
Yeah, so it's very versatile. It's something that I think a lot of people just don't know about. So I think once you learn the uses for it and you really figure out what you want to do with it, it's kind of something for everybody. You can do a lot of different things.
What was I just gonna say? I think we have to edit that out in post.
Okay, so as you guys know, 420 is a really big holiday in the cannabis industry. It's kind of like second Christmas for everybody. Mm-hmm. So that's coming up very shortly. Jennifer, she's found a lot of good deals that we're gonna have at the shop for 420. Are those starting on Friday?
So those are actually gonna start Wednesday of this week.
There we go.
So I believe that's the 17th, and we'll have eighths out the door for $20, 12 to $15 grams of BHO, vape cartridges, half-gram cartridges for $15. There's more than just those. We'll have edibles for $2, single servings. Right. Definitely get them while we got them.
Yeah, definitely. So come on in on Wednesday, check out all the deals we're gonna have, get stocked up for your 420 parties, And if you don't have any plans already, we're going to be having a 420 Let's Smoke party at Friends of Frankie's here in Lacey on Pacific Avenue, I believe it is.
Yep.
Yeah, so Friends of Frankie's, most people might know who it is. If you don't, it's a private club where you're able to consume cannabis on site as well as consume alcoholic drinks. It's pretty much a bar where you can smoke in, so it's really cool. People that live in the area are definitely going to know about it. We're going to be having Crazy Bone coming down. He'll be performing. So if you're a smoker, you've probably heard Bone Thugs and Harmony before, I'm pretty sure. If not, you might just be a little young, and that's fine. Come on down. You can learn who they are and have a good time. We're going to have a lot of vendors there. They're going to be giving out free dabs, bong rips, probably passing out joints.
Swag,
yep. We'll be giving away glass, I believe. So if you want to go to our party, go ahead and come down to the shop. We have a guest list that we're asking everybody to RSVP on. So when you sign up for the party, make sure that everybody you bring to the party with you, you're going to be 21 and over only. It is a private party, so there will be smoking indoors. So that's one thing you're going to want to keep in mind, but there's going to be a lot of weed smoking going on too. So that's definitely what it's going to be for. It's going to be a good time. Yeah, we're going to have a lot of local talent as well that's going to be performing. I think everybody just needs to come on down and really experience. I don't think there's been anything like this in the Olympia area
yet. You get
to
hang out with your local bud tenders.
Yeah, you get to come hang out with us.
I mean,
a lot of you probably already know us. If you don't, once you get to do, I'm pretty sure you're going to find out we're some really cool people. And you know, even when you come in, our shopping experience, it is a good time. We're there for the customer. We're there to make sure that you get exactly what you need and not any more than that. And you know, sometimes you might find something that you didn't know you wanted. So come on down to T Brothers. Come check us out. There's going to be a lot of new products coming out every week, so you're going to want to pay attention to that, which we're going to be featuring here on the Smokers Corner. So yeah, stay tuned.
Yeah. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys.
Yo, we like to give a big shout out to T Brothers for sponsoring the show. This is The Daily Grind.
Big ups.
I'm your boy, Rob Sproul, a.k.a. SP.
And I am the kid, Marcus McLeod, a.k.a. Legacy Jones. You already know what it is, man.
The Daily Grind. If you haven't already, subscribe to everything below. Make sure you swing by T Brothers. They're having specials starting the 17th. That's April 17th. Specials will be running, as well as a show, 420. Come in, check it out, see what's going on.
Yes, sir.
You.
If you gonna get it, then go get the daily grind. This is where the hustle never stops. The daily grind. Focus, watch me make it out of nothing. The daily grind. Keep pursuing, rise with me to the top. The daily grind.
Wake up.
It's the Daily Grind
Daily Grind.
with SP and Legacy Jones.